We live in a great time for making comic books. DC versus Marvel, Image versus IDW, and Boom versus. But if you don't usually read comics, it can be hard to know where to start. So, here's a list of the 5 best comic books that have come out so far in 2022. But before we start our countdown, make sure you have already subscribed to our YouTube channel and press the bell icon. Number 1. Saga. This year, the Saga comic book came back after being gone for a few years. Saga number 55 came out in January. The comic was put on hold for 3.5 years so that the writer Brian K. Vaughan and the artist Fiona Staples could also take a break and get their energy back. Now, it's back, and we are glad to say that the book is still just as good as it was before. It's a comic that we would recommend to new readers, even those who aren't sure if they want to read a comic, because it's still a great way to get into the medium and a great example of how sequential art can have great imagination and meaning. Number 2. Ghost Cage. Talk about looking good. The most stylish book on our list of the best comics of the 2022 is Ghost Cage. Nick Dragotta is a great artist, and Ghost Cage feels like his own take on manga. But what makes this comic even better is how smart and funny the writing is all over. So far, we've gotten 2 of the 3 issues, and it's clear from every page that something is going on with this book. It's also another one that talks about corporations, dystopian work states, and other interesting issues of the day. Number 3. The Department of Truth. A lot of comics try to deal with the problems of the day, either by extending them into the near future apocalypses or by setting stories in our troubled present. Department of Truth, which is number 3 on our list of the best comics of the 2022, may have done it best and with more thought than any other comic. This book has had a great idea from the beginning. What if truth doesn't matter? What if when enough people believe something, it changes the way the world works? What if Lee Harvey Oswald is in charge of a shady government agency that has to deal with this? From that great idea, the Department of the Truth has kept being interesting, surprising, and full of life through 3 collected volumes. Number 4. Ice Cream Man. Ice Cream Man is an anthology comic, but instead of all of the stories taking place in the same place, they all have the same kind of existential horror tone. Ice Cream Man could be called a horror comic, and the art of the Marazzo and O'Halloran is definitely scary. But the book is more about how it feels to be a person in the modern world, with all its anxiety, fear, and sometimes sweetness. Number 5. Monstress. Monstress is the most beautiful fantasy comic, and it also has become one of the most complicated. If you want to get lost in a complex world with its own history, power, structure, mythos, Monstress is by far the best comic for that, as it's quickly approaching 50 issues. The art in this book, Sana Takada, is also absolutely stunning. It combines styles from her home country of Japan with those of serialized comics from North America. This is one of Image's longest running comics, and it has won multiple Eisner Awards for a reason. Tell us what you think about those comics in the comment section below, and don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel for more interesting videos. Thanks for watching.